welcome back to my channel. Okay. Well, today's video I'm gonna be doing a makeup tutorial of my first fall makeup look. Even though in Houston we don't see or feel fall, because right now it is like, I think according to my weather thing, it was like going to be 87 degrees. We do get fall, but much later. Well, I originally wanted to do like a very colorful look, but then I'm like, well, it is fall, so why not mix everything that I think about fall? I'm thinking of things changing, you know, so I wanted to incorporate that in my look. So today I will be using my two favorite palettes, the Modern Renaissance palette, and it is much loved, very much loved. I need to buy a new palette soon. And I know they don't really sell these anymore. The Urban Decay Electric palette is my favorite, and there's, even though it is used, as you can tell, because it's filthy, I love these for either pop of color or my colorful looks. My original plan was to use this completely, but you know, thought about season and well, it happened. I know Urban Decay came out with a new palette that has like those similar colors, so you know, if you're afraid of color, this is a way to incorporate it. So what I did is, you know, use a little bit of the red and all the what I think about changing on the lid. So this tutorial is about, and I hope you enjoy it. And let me see, not really much of an update, just getting ready to do my live performance soon, which will be up soon. And once again, thank you for joining me. I miss you. Remember, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course my IMDb page. I really appreciate the likes. Subscribe, comment below, and remember to click on the little bell, because it will notify you whenever a video of mine gets loaded. And remember, I post every Monday and Friday the best I can. So thank you so much for joining me. I love you so much. And also this video, I went ahead and did it because I'm actually on my way to teach Neil Hamill Agency. I think I'm teaching improv today, and I thought, well, I left the lights on from last time, why not just sit down and film a get ready video? And I thought about doing a fall look. You know, that reminds me about the grass and the water and leaves changing, and so autumn, and you know, that's why I decided to do this look. So thank you for joining me, really appreciate it. Enjoy the video, and once again, I love you and miss you, and thank you. Bye. Like makeup, it's from Tarte. And basically all it is my protein shake. If you're interested of how I make my shake, just let me know. Comment below. Alright, the first thing I will do is use my Urban Decay Shadow Insurance to start priming these lovely eyes. And then I use the Beauty Blender to blend it in. And covered. I prefer the shade Eden, which is what this is, because it covers all the veins and all the lovely stuff we don't want to be seen. Now, the thing I'm going to teach you today, because most people like to have that sharp cat eye type of shape sometimes. Tape. Excuse the brokenness of the tape, So I'm going to teach you how to use it. You measure it up to right here to where the corner begins, all the way to your eyebrows. Like so. Because then you can go over the tape, you could be messed, there's going to be fallout, especially with the palettes we're using, there will be fallout. It catches it, and you're going to see a very nice straight line. See how I look more and more attractive as I go on. Now to go ahead and cover this, because you can't just put shadow on top of that because it'll stick and go everywhere. The first thing I'll use is the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia. It is used. You see the love? You see the love. Pretty soon after I go down to the reds, I'm going to have to buy another palette. So I use my Sigma E40, and I use Tempera. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. This one, I'm using Tempera. And so this one, no precision, you just put it over the lid as so. Okay, that's done. Now we can begin with the look. Now I'm still going to stick with this palette, and I'm going to switch to another Sigma E40. You can go ahead and pick the same one if you want. I just like things to be a little bit cleaner, and since we're going to do a lot of blending, it's going to work. I have multiple Sigma E40s. Now I'm going to stay with the Renaissance palette. And the first one that I'm going to put in my crease, which is like right here if no one knows what the crease is, Raw Sienna, which is like this brownish color over here, the closest neutral color in this whole palette. If you guys are interested in me showing you how to use this as a neutral palette, or even how to use this for work, let me know. Just comment below. So I use this and I put it all in the crease. Now this one, at least the makeup look that I have in my head, yeah, it's not gonna be seen. It's not gonna be seen at all. But it's a good color to put down as a base, a transition color for all the other colors that we're gonna put in. And I'm gonna be using a lot of red today. So yeah, we're gonna need a transition color. And then blend it out. And then you do the same for the other one. Now the next one I'm going to use for the crease is the same area where we put Raw Sienna. I'm going to end up putting Love Letter, which is this one, which is, I can't, that one right there. Can you see? Right there, the one next to the brown, which is Cypress Umber. So I use Love Letter. Tap because these a lot of fallout, unbelievable fallout, which is one of the reasons tape is a good way to use when it comes to these type of things. Because you see how I just surpassed it? I'm not going to be worried about it. You'll see at the end how nice and beautiful it's going to look. I like putting dimension on my colors, on my looks, because that's just my style. So, it looks like a nice berry color, doesn't it? Put more into Love Letter. Yeah, see the fallout. And do the same thing on the other eye. Now, that's just how I want the outside to be blown out. Then, I'm going to go ahead and use another Sigma. And this is the Sigma E25. I'm going to mix Red Ochre and Red Venetian, which is these two reds. Fallout, fallout, fallout. Look at all that fallout. And what I'm going to do is put my brush like right here, right in the crease, but put it lower. Because I want Love Letter to be shown on the outer. And make sure to open your eyes kind of like this, because it spreads it and it gives you more space to work with. So, while we are doing our makeup, how are you guys doing? What have you guys been up to? Any plans for the weekend? Let me know. Because for me, it's mostly teaching, videos, and editing. I have no rehearsals this week, so that doesn't mean I won't be practicing. I have no rehearsals, but I still practice. I've got to. You see how that gave a little bit more of a darker edge right there? I think that's the closest I can zoom you in. Just keep at it and you just do it right under there until you get the pigmentation you like. And that's technically all the reds I'll be using. So I go back to the brush that we used initially to put down that base with tempera. Don't add any more tempera, just blend both colors in. See how I'm starting to look a little bit more finished and not so like skippy? If that's a word, skippy. But I'm gonna start working on the lids. Now on the lids, I'm gonna go ahead and change palettes. I'm gonna be using the electric palette. And as of right now, I'm gonna be using, I know you're gonna think I'm so crazy after all these brushes. This is a baby E25. I'm gonna go ahead and put Freak, which is this like very intense green color, like very intense. So I'm gonna put it all on my brush. See, all on my brush. And what I'm gonna do is put it on the outer corner, because I'll work outer corner in. I don't really, some people do the other way around, but I prefer outer corner in. It's just easier for me. And I put it right here. And move it a little bit in the crease, just a little bit, not all the way. And you just keep at it until it gets as pigmented as you like. Then you do the same for the other eye. So have you guys done anything exciting? Because like I said, mine was that concert I went to 2 weeks ago, and that's basically it. Other than that, for me, it's just, you know, practicing and work and yeah, life. Now, if you want to leave just that green color, because it is a very pretty green, because it reminds me of, since it's a fall look I'm doing, you know, the trees, the grass, you know. But I want to go ahead and add, what is this color? My palette is so dirty, I can't see what the name of it is. Thrash, there you go. Which is this, can I hold my palette? That next. And put it right on top of Freak. That's all I'm doing. I'm just putting it right on top, because I believe the mixture of these two colors are so pretty. Look, okay, see how pretty? Remember, we're thinking fall. Now the next color I'm going to put is blue. Two different types of blues. I'm going to put a little bit of a like color rainbow effect, because blue reminds me of the water being clean. Not in Houston. In Houston there's nothing, no waterfalls, nothing pretty to look at. But, you know, nice rivers that flow through. I think, and I could be saying this incorrectly, like Colorado and stuff, they have the nice waterfalls. Those are nice to look at. Or Hawaii, this is where it would fit. So what I'm going to end up doing is taking a Sigma E55. Sorry, have I not been doing that? I'm so sorry. It's morning, I'm sorry. It's 9:44 in the morning. So, I'm tired. I went to bed kind of late last night, so, ugh. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take darker, it's called Chaos. Right here. I tap, tap, tap. And what I do is I just put it right in the middle. So, like I said, stretch your eye. That makes application so much easier. Stretch the eye. Don't worry, you won't get wrinkles, especially since you're stretching it. I doubt you'll get wrinkles. Just that little section right there. Do the same for the other eye. I want to pop this blue just a little bit. I'm actually going to be using Fringe. That color right there. Like I said, if you're able to find this palette, I mean, even if you're like, I'm not that loud, you'd be surprised what you could do. You can even use this as pop of colors on a neutral look. I can show that to you guys if you like. So with Fringe, I'm literally using the same brush and just put on top of Chaos, because, and then put it a little bit towards the green, because that'll help blend a little bit. How that blue kind of died down a little bit, but it has a little bit more of that mix. Do the same on the other eye. And then, as you can tell, that green kind of gets in the way, so I go back to Free and Thrash and just go over it again. Best thing about blending, colors do tend to disappear, unfortunately. Now you're thinking, what am I going to do with this inner corner? Well, what I'm actually going to end up doing is using a pencil brush, and this is the E30. And what I'm going to do is just use one color. I'm going to be using Gonzo. This is my favorite blue out of this whole palette. So I saturate it in, just so you can really see the fallout. Look at that flying everywhere. And I just put it all in the inner corner. Yes, you can stretch your eye a little bit here, even though I know that's bad to do to your skin, but it's the only way to get where you need to go. Now you see why I'm in love with that color. And then here you think, oh, I'm done. Nope. Now you have to do the whole process again. Now, what I like, I'm going to try for actual eyeliner. This is from Butter London Glazing Lustrous Liner. So you use this wand, and basically you go right here to here, as steady as you possibly can. I can't talk to this process, so see? Nice glitter. I don't know if you're able to see that. And then we do it with the other eye. Same thing, just steady. You can do a wing if you want. I'm just not that great at wings. I usually don't do them. And then there you go. Oh, I forgot to mention this tape method as well. Helps like if you really want to learn how to do that sharp wing, you can. I did go out of the line just a little bit, but it won't be like an actual wing. And then after this, go ahead and do the brows. I will be using the Toofaced Chocolate Brownie in Urban. So you comb your brows as usual and then get it done. I usually just trace the natural shape of my brows, fill it in. Now the key is the very front. Do it as light as you can, but get darker and darker as you go down. Short strokes. Okay, now that the brows are complete, we're gonna do underneath here under the brow bone. And I'm gonna mix between two palettes again. I'll go ahead and use Revolt from the Urban Decay palette. Put it under here. It looks really, really white. And then we go into the Reinaissance palette. And I personally like to mix Tempera, the first shade that we use to cover our entire lid. And then what do you think we do next? I think I heard blend, so blend. We blend both of the brow bone and love letter together. And after that, we just go ahead and do lashes. Okay, I went ahead and curled up my lashes because yeah, it's an easy process. Didn't think y'all really wanted to see how I curl my lashes. But I go ahead and use the Estee Lauder little black primer, just like eyes. It's good for things to last on your eyelashes. So you just put it on. I am not the type of girl that wears like fake lashes. So all of my looks are going to be on your natural lash, which I think that benefits you guys because, you know, not everybody wears fake lashes every single day of their lives. I usually use it, you know, if I'm gonna go do something important or show, like, you know, like going to the concert or, you know, premiere, or if I'm gonna do a music video, or a live performance, which that's coming soon, then yeah. Other than that, I don't really see much point. I won't be using that, but I'm gonna use this like bluish eyelash. This is called Till Frenzy. I got it at Walgreens. Don't know the brand. I don't know. But you see how nice and electric it is? That's part of the reason I bought it. But you put it on. The color shows up, but it's very chunky. I don't like that. But no worries. I'm going to be mixing color. This is a MAC mascara called Gym Dandy, and I'm going to put it on top. I like doing this because, you know, weekends, you might as well change it up. During the week, it's plain black. You can't really wear much color, at least where I work. It's like office setting. I know, meet the entertainer in an office setting. And then also for the under eye right here, I'm going to be using a liner. This is from Marc Jacobs, and this is called Mist, M-I-S-T. Mist me? I know, I love how companies play around with the words. Ooh, looks like I'm almost gone. That's a beautiful violet. So I put it underneath here. See how it brings that nice like pop at the bottom, even with all this color going on? And you do the same for the other eye. Okay, see now how both eyes have the same liner on. And I use it since we used like a eyeliner here that was purple. I thought, you know, try to be matchy as we can. I personally wish I could find a liner, like a color liner, like mostly in a pod, because I prefer working in pods than, you know, those filtered. I haven't been able to find a good color one. Every ones that I find keeps being like all dry. So if you can recommend me like a really good one, let me know, comment below. And for the eyes, at least for this top portion, we are done. And we will be doing something underneath here, but you know, we gotta put the rest of our face on. So this is where we do the big reveal. And now drum. Da, 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 da. See, now that we got that reveal, our face is a little dirty. Remember, we're using powder, a tad powder. So you use a makeup wipe and just clean up. Now you see why I don't use foundation first. Just you would have ruined your whole makeup. And there we go. Now I may teach you guys in a minute how we can like make this not so sharp. Now if that's your look, awesome, but I'm gonna teach you guys in a second how to take care of that. Now let's work on the rest of our face. First thing first, primer. I used the Too Faced primer poreless, so you tell the letters are like almost gone. So I know I'm starting to wake up just a little bit. It's a dad. I like to think of primer kind of like I'm going into war. I'm going to fight against all imperfections. All imperfections gone. Now you see why a little headband, like the kitty headband, bear band, used for. It gets to where it doesn't get in the way of your makeup. It doesn't get all over your hair, and you get all the places that you absolutely need. And I do put a little bit on the neck because I do put makeup down my neck. Oh, and don't forget the ears. And that's it. Today, the foundation I will be using is the Too Faced Born This Way. My shade is in Warm Nude. I put it in the back of my hand. I use 2 pumps. I get my beauty blender. And then I start bouncing it on my face. I like beauty blenders to do my foundation because it leaves your skin a lot more soft, a lot more porcelain-like, and it's just a lot more smoother, and it blends into the skin a lot better. So that's what I like it for. And I do go over my lips a little bit since well, let's put it this way, I have a lot of lip products I'm going to put on at the end. I want my I want to nude out my pigmentation of my lips because I do have a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. Then I'm going to use my concealer. The concealer I'll be using today is the Nars that goes in this pot, and it's Light 2 Vanilla is my shade. Now this one, I believe in an earlier video I was going to tell you guys how I felt about it. I like it, but the fact that I have to use a brush, I mean you can use your fingers, but I really don't like using my fingers to get the product. And this brush, by the way, is concealer F70 from Sigma, because you haven't got the pattern yet. It's good, but I noticed that this is very high maintenance. I mean, it's coverage, but it's high maintenance because it doesn't work well on some foundations. It tends to move or remove the foundation, so I'm like, meh. It's mostly for brighten up, if you ever wonder why people put it on the nose. The industry, I need to conceal a lot. I don't like imperfections very well. At least on me, I'm very hard on myself. Most people tell me I look fine, but I feel like I still got some work to do. And then you get the beauty blender again and you start blending. Make sure it is wet. Now the trick right here, put the beauty blender and put it like, dab it across that line, because it will soften it. See? Now, what I like to do, I like to bake, which is why I usually have like one of these over. That way I don't make a mess over my clothes. So I usually get a separate blender to do it, because with the same one it gets dirty and disgusting. So I'll be right back. That way I can wet this. Okay, now that we are back from, water went everywhere, from watering our blender here. But I'll be using my good old Ben 9 Luxury Powder. Put this in here and so you let that sit there, let it bake, cook, let the oven be 350 degrees, a little bit on the cap, just a little bit. Too Faced brush, powder brush, I put it in and just dab. Now I use this and powder all over my face, even though it's yellow toned, because my undertone is yellow. Not everyone's gonna be able to use this, especially for deep undertones. Ooh, you're gonna look crazy. So what I would recommend for everyone is to get a translucent powder, because then it doesn't matter what your undertone is. It makes life so much easier. You don't have to worry if you're red, blue, purple, don't matter. It's translucent. My Hola bronzer is the original Hola. And surprisingly, you guys would be like, oh, a drugstore. An elf brush. See, see, in case you don't believe me. It's just one of those flat brushes. You buy these for like $3. And this is the Toofaced Snow Bunny. You see how it gives a little bit more of that satin right there? If you put a little bit of it under your lip, it makes it look like you're pouty, like a little bigger than what you actually are. Yeah, just FYI tip. I like to go ahead and mix everything with the Marc Jacobs 104 tan-tastic. Even though I do like the original one better for me, but you know, I like this one as well, because you know, it's just as big as my head. I go in and now I want to do my nose, but you know, because I have the baking going on, I think it should be okay. One tip though, if you're gonna bake under the eyes, don't leave it there for so long. All the other parts of your face you can, but not under there, because for some reason it gets creeped. Like, I don't know, it just looks really, really creepy. See how much smoother I look? Then I go back to the Hola to do my nose. And it's not that hard. I don't know why people make it so hard. Just do your nose. Because honestly, even with a brush like this, it's easier. You see how it's kind of flat like that? You see where your nose is, right? All the way to up here. That's all it is. And you flick it. Does that look hard to you? That's it. The only difference will be depending on your nose. Some people can do it like halfway. Back here is going to look weird. I prefer doing it all the way. The way, at least for my skin tone, it looks a little bit more natural. But I mean, that's really the only thing you need to decide on. Good tip. It makes you look like you have a button nose. I like that. That's all it is. Now let's go ahead and finish up our eyes. So I'm going to go back to the Reinaissance pencil brush. And I'm going to go ahead and use Love Letter. The first one that we use, like this purple one on the very top there. Since this is fall, that color reminds me of fall. Like, you know how like those plums that we eat, that's kind of what it reminds me of. And you just go through the outer corner here. And connect it here, because you know how that's really, really sharp? The same brush that we blend at the bottom. And then bottom lashes with the Gem Dandy from MAC. Okay, now that the bottom lashes are done, we're almost done. Now highlight. What I like to use is one of the Anastasia glow kits, and I think this one's in Gleam. So I take it out and I use the to be honest, I'm going to use all four. So I'm going to do Hard Candy, Starburst, Mimosa, and Crushed Pearl. I'm going to be using a Renegade brush. And stretch your face, because it kind of helps. That's all it is. Underneath here too, because it'll show it'll bring out your darkness like really, really sharp, and it makes you look a lot slimmer. What I do next is I get a flat kabuki brush, no product on it, and this one I honestly just use it to blend. So okay, I'm being done. I go into Veneer, and I'm using this the eye definer, just small flat brush, and just put it in your inner corners here. and then we're gonna be on to our lips. Okay, now that we basically got the face done, let's go with the fun part, which is lips. So I do mix stuff in case you haven't caught that yet. So first things first, line your lips. I like this lip. It's a velvet lip liners. I like anything velvet, and it's from Nars, and it's called waimea, W-A-I-M-E-A, waimea. So I go ahead and line the lips. If you just want to just this lip like liner alone, just put like some balm, some lip balm, and you're good. You don't have to add extra stuff, but I like a bunch of stuff. And then I go back to the lipstick that I did on my Beauty and the Beast review. I'll link that video below in case you haven't missed it, and it's called True Beauty. See how nice and shiny it looks? Then I used the Tatoo Junkie, and this is cheeky. You know, has that nude colorish. This is not my favorite formula because it will dry your lips up, which is why I put lipstick underneath, just for give you some moisture. Then the fun part that comes with the Tatoo Junkies is the lip effect, like the glitter. It does have a little stopper. This one originally goes with the purple one, but I just like this one. The one that goes with this one, it's okay. I like this one better. So we got that, but it is a little bit creepy and grimy. I personally don't like that, so I put a gloss underneath, and it also smooths out a lot of the roughness. And this is of course from the Beauty and the Beast collection, and it's called True Beauty. See, even though it does kind of rub off a little bit of that glitter, get a little bit of it, a little more, and then I'm gonna let that dry. And so I'll be using the Glam Go setting spray, and I love it because this smells like creamsicles. So yeah, and it's for, at least for me, it lasts. Okay, that's enough meat. So I'm gonna let this dry, and that's the end of our makeup look, really. So that's basically it. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, enjoy the fall, and remember to put on hoodies. Bye.